Hello, my friends. Today we bring you Ryan Gosling's filmography, Frankenstein and Me. Two brothers obsessed with horror movies dream of creating their own monster. One day, they come across a fallen Frankenstein's mummy from a circus on the road and decide to embark on the daring experiment of bringing it back to life. Nothing too good for a cowboy. Two cowboys fulfill their lifelong dream. They set up a cattle ranch that soon proves economically fruitful. One of the ranchers falls in love and marries the woman who would be the dream of many men. However, World War II arrives and the situation becomes difficult. Remember the Titans. In 1971, the director of a high school in Alexandria, Virginia, is forced to integrate black teenagers into an all-white school. She then hires Herman Boone, a black coach, to lead the school's American football team. The Believer. Danny Balin, a student at a Jewish school in New York, transforms into a violent skinhead, targeting Jewish students. He begins to uncover his neo-fascist personality while simultaneously trying to understand the role of Judaism in his life. The Slaughter Rule. Just a few days after his father's death, Roy receives another piece of bad news. He has been cut from the school's American football team. Roy had always believed that football would be his best chance at a successful career and a way to escape the small town where he grew up. Murder by numbers. The body of a young woman is found in the forests of San Benito, California. A determined detective and her new partner uncover a clue that could be crucial to the case. The evidence links two bright young individuals to the murder. The United States of Leland. A teenager murders a young man with mental disabilities. Their prison teacher, Pearl Madison, investigates the motive and plans to turn the story into a book. The relationships between those involved further complicate the plot. The Notebook. In the 1940s, Noah Calhoun, a worker, and Allie, a wealthy young woman, fall deeply in love but face disapproval from her parents. World War II separates them, but when Noah returns years later, close to Allie's wedding, the flame of passion still burns. Stay. Psychologist Sam Foster studies the case of a patient who intends to commit suicide. The young man's terrible prophecies begin to come true, and as Sam tries to save him, he also deals with personal and painful issues. Half Nelson. History teacher Dan Dunn is beloved by students and colleagues, but spends his nights drinking and using drugs. A student discovers his addiction and they become friends. Despite her brother being incarcerated for drug trafficking, Dan tries to be a mentor to the girl. Fracture. Willie Beecham, an undefeated prosecutor, receives one last case before leaving for a better job. That of Ted Crawford, who attempted to kill his wife. Ted, representing himself, challenges Beecham to prove his guilt. Lars and the Real Girl. Lars is incredibly shy and invents a plastic girlfriend to cope with his loneliness. Concerned about his mental health, his family and community decide to embrace this fantasy, supporting him and treating the doll as if she were real to help him confront his social and emotional challenges. Blue Valentine. A middle-class couple tries to rekindle the flame of their marriage during a weekend getaway. Despite still being young, they are already marked by the hard life they lead together and by the experiences they have had in the past. All Good Things. Heir to the real estate business, David Marks lives in the shadow of his father. He marries Katie, a young, simple, and sensitive woman. When Katie mysteriously disappears, David, who has a violent personality, becomes the prime suspect in his wife's disappearance. Drive. A skilled getaway driver who also works as a stuntman in Hollywood movies falls in love with a woman whose husband is about to be released from prison. Meanwhile, the boss of his mechanic workshop plans a race involving dirty money. Crazy, stupid love. 40-year-old Carl Weaver leads a happy life with his wife. When she asks for a divorce, he is devastated. Carl ends up meeting the womanizer Jacob, who decides to help him overcome low self-esteem and turn his life around. The Ides of March. Stephen Myers, a politically passionate idealist, advises Democratic Governor Mike Morris, who aspires to the presidency of the United States. During the primary elections, Myers uncovers the dirty side of political negotiations, understanding the dangerous power game at play. The Place Beyond the Pines. Luke, a stunt motorcycle rider, finds himself confronted with the responsibility of fatherhood when he discovers he has a newborn son with his ex-girlfriend. Desperate to support his family, he embarks on a dangerous journey, resorting to bank robberies as a means of survival. Gangster Squad. In 1949, the dangerous mafia kingpin Mickey Cohen moves to Los Angeles. A secret team of police officers decides to execute a plan to take down Cohen and his growing network of criminal activities. Only God Forgives. Julian is involved in drug trafficking in Bangkok. When his brother is killed for murdering a prostitute, his domineering mother demands revenge. Now, he must confront a policeman who uses extreme methods to deliver justice. The Big Short. In 2008, Michael Burry, a Wall Street guru, identifies the risk of default in mortgage loans and decides to invest over $1 billion against the market. This catches the attention of Jared Vennett, a broker, who sees an opportunity and offers it to his clients. The Nice Guys. The daughter of a Department of Justice employee is kidnapped. Her mother hires Detective Healy to investigate the case. Alongside the bumbling Officer March, they uncover a conspiracy linked to the death of an adult film star. La La Land. Pianist Sebastian meets actress Mia, and the two fall deeply in love. In pursuit of opportunities for their careers in competitive Los Angeles, the young couple tries to make their romantic relationship work while chasing fame and success. Song to Song. Two couples dive into the tumultuous music industry, one consisting of talented songwriters and the other of a music mogul and a waitress infatuated with him. Amidst a landscape of rock and roll, seduction, and betrayal, they pursue their dreams while dealing with the complexities of success in relationships. Blade Runner 2049. In a dystopian future, a new police officer discovers a disturbing secret that challenges society's foundations, prompting a relentless quest for Rick Deckard, a former officer missing for 30 years, in search of answers that may alter humanity's destiny. First Man. American astronaut Neil Armstrong embarks on a historic journey to become the first man to set foot on the moon in 1969. The sacrifices and costs of an entire nation during one of the most dangerous missions in the history of space travel. The Gray Man. The CIA's most valuable agent, whose identity is kept secret, unravels internal agency secrets, triggering a dangerous global hunt by assassins released by his former colleague, all while struggling to protect not only his own life, but also global security. Barbie. Barbie begins to experience strange changes in her appearance and thoughts, leading her to embark on a journey in the real world alongside Ken. Determined to find a solution to regain her doll-like perfection, she faces challenges and discovers the true meaning of beauty along the way. The Fall Guy. Stuntman Colt Seavers returns to action when a movie star suddenly disappears. As the mystery deepens, Colt becomes entangled in a sinister plot that takes him to the edge of a fall more dangerous than any of his stunts. Project Hail Mary. An astronaut wakes up alone on a spaceship with no memory and discovers he must save Earth from extinction, embarking on a perilous mission across the stars with an unexpected ally that could change humanity's fate. Who would you like to see in the next video? Write in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.